Hello and welcome everyone, I'm C.S.Gilmore and this is Mechanicus. So, let's see here, we're about ready to pick our next mission. Also, going into Nea's Fork View, you may notice there's a new picture on the bottom left there. That I forgot the guy's name now, but the guy I like to play is... Oh yes! He's kinda... You realize he's not present, but he's present. He's listening in, they're in the Nea's Fork realm. Probably somewhere else in the ship doing some research. Alright, so let's see here. I can't select him at anything, so no missions from him. Let's take a look at the map in general here. We've got the two missions to choose from. I kinda really want to take this one, because I want that gun. The arc rifle should do a ton of energy damage potentially, and the healing ability would not be bad either. And it just feels like it would be more worth it than this. Alright, so the Killing Jar. Tech Acquisitor Scaevola wishes to begin her research into... Oh, it's a her. Ah. That's another thing. Can't really tell with some of the Mechanicus. And, you know what? It doesn't matter for some of them. They've probably gone beyond that. Of the Necrons, has asked for specimens of the enemy to be gathered from the tomb of Mechanicus. Yes, that's... I believe I mentioned last time how that's a bad idea, generally. I've also upgraded my troops and got them all ready to go. Yeah, thankfully. Servitors don't cost anything, so we'll just load them up, and we're definitely taking both my tech priests because they're my main fighting force. I've got one canticle, basically a kind of like a special prayer that gives me bonuses. In this case, restore 5 hit points on the active unit. Alright. And actually, before I I should just jump into it. But there are several canticles you can unlock, and generally you do that by meeting certain requirements, like have X number of missions without using a canticle, or do this type of thing, do that type of thing. There's like so many different things to unlock in different ways. Tech Acquisitor Scaevola. I asked you on this mission because of your experience with surveying alien artifacts and organisms. And so the heretics of Stygius 8 can plunder this world for its secrets. Your assertion equals false. If objection / concern / offense, go to different mission. And leave you free to do as you will, a dereliction of logic, Scaevola. Macarians 16.4. Watch your brothers, for his sin of heresy is thy sin of tolerance. Silva Tenebris evaluation commences. Plus wonders, plus opportunities, plus secrets. Rare chance for discovery / intelligence on Xenos. Must not fail to exploit. The logic of your enthusiasm eludes me, Tech Inquisitor. My emotional course return only peril to our mission personnel, and the threat of the awakening Xenos. Therefore, I am on this mission. My role equals gather intelligence / seek truth / return to human comprehension. Dictates of Mars retrieval, gather knowledge for the good of all. And how are you to go about that, Scaevola? Field operations in person equals suboptimal. Sending tech priests instead equals optimal. First objective. Gather field specimens for study. Location, Tomb of Acropus. Commence immediately. Going in. Given the reports from the Tomb of Acropus, there should be plenty of samples in there for you to collect, Magos, of course, but first you have to kill them. My talents equal dissection after the fact. I leave the location / identification / execution to your tech priests, Magos. I trust this will be worth the effort, Scaevola. These are no mere labor servitors we are risking in these tombs. These are men and women, fellow devotees of the cult Mechanicus. Agreed, Mag. Valid point raised. Ensure human corpses are returned as well. Equal plus opportunity to study the effect of Necron technology on human flesh. Alright. Funny symbol. What does it do? A glyph. This panel controls a heavy door leading to a treasure room beyond which is filled with cognition. If we can work out the right commands, then we reap the rewards within. Alright. I always forget which... now, something interesting with these glyphs is if you learn what one glyph is and what it does, remember it, because it'll always do that. So if you find a good one, remember it, because it'll always be that good one. Some of them are not so good. I don't know which one I want to try. Let's go with right. A container of some sort that seemingly has raw binary seething within. Clearly it is of Xenos origin. Sparks of data leak through the aged sealant used to contain the treasure within. Plus 2 hit points. If it needed it, it will heal them. Shame. I did not need to heal him. Alright, we got event. Another glyph. Event. It's so tempting to just go to the whole thing. But it's also bad because it'll increase the awakening level, like every time I go to a place. Commence enthusiasm, acquire at all costs. One of the Necron war forms remains after the rest of the fallen constructs teleport away. It fades in and out of reality as if about to disappear. Take targeted sensor readings of the Necron as it phases out. The Necron may not be deactivated until it is destroyed, or grab the Necron for transport back to the Casus Metallica. Well, it's almost certainly going to disappear. Execution would probably be the smart choice, but let's extrapolate. Data received, cogitating, error 404, data does not conform to known reality. Known reality correction required, / fascinating. The cohort's auspexes detect various exotic particles and radiation types as the Necron's phasing out process is eventually completed. Plus 2 cognition points. Nice. That'll help. Warning. Our presence has been detected. The Necrons are waking in response to our presence within the tomb. As you travel through each tomb, defense systems will start activating. This increases the difficulty of the mission. The longer you spend in a tomb, the harder the mission becomes. Exploring the depths of the tomb isn't without reward. There are unknown amounts of lost knowledge to be found for those willing to dig deeper. You must go deeper. Opportunity detected. Necron combat tactics / weaponry / capabilities illuminated. Study required. This chamber shows signs of having been the scene of a brutal gunfight. 2 Skitari lie dead, with marks from gas blasts all over the walls. Let's see what we can do. Examine the chamber for data on the combat that took place here. Say a prayer for the fallen Skitari. The cult Mechanicus exhorts its soldiers to memorialize their losses. Or salvage what gear you can from the dead. After all, it's a waste to leave it behind. Choices. I'm betting if I do this, I'll get some Blackstone, but possibly suffer some damage. That might improve my cognition, but increase awakening, but this would also probably increase awakening as well. Because it'll take time. Let's do that. Oh, that one did increase awakening as well? Okay. The cohort grabs what they can from the corpses, but they were low-ranking troops and carried little valuable or exotic gear. The cohort is instead exposed to the grotesque nature of Gauss weapons. Sections of flesh teleported away as if peeled away from like the layers of an onion, leaving flaking strata of muscle and bone exposed. Okay, well, Awakening went up one, but we did get 2 more points of cognition, so that's probably good. Especially early on, it's probably good for me to keep exploring anyway, just because I hopefully will get some good stuff out of it. Glyphs. Okay, we know this one healed. Let's see what this other one does. Hurts. Okay. These within, clear of Xenos origin, sparks of data leaks through the age sealant used to contain the treasure within. Alright. So. Necrons in battle. Extra Necrons in battle. Okay. Speculation. Tombs possess autonomous repair, defense, maintenance capabilities. Further study equals yes. Have some collected for me, Faustinius. The chamber ahead has suffered damage from the shifting of the landscape above. Several dozen tiny beetle-shaped constructs are scurrying about industriously as they repair the damage. Scarabs. Attempt to collect several of the scarabs is how they act as a group, says the greatest insights will be found. Collect a couple of scarabs for study. There's no time for such deviations from the mission. Ignore the scarabs. I have to try, right? Especially if I want to go down the rabbit hole with that one. Conclusion commences. Scarabs, not individual constructs, but resource of the tomb itself. Whole tomb is form of Necron construct. Commence formulation wondrous kaleidoscope of hypotheses. Yes, that one paid off nicely. With some difficulty, the cohort herd a dozen of so, I think it's supposed to be orso, scarabs into a specimen vault and cram them inside, sealing the vessel. More scarabs form out from a previously unseen aperture, revealing they must have a system of passageways throughout the tomb so they can be sent where needed. Alright. Let me check this real quick, see if anything interesting is visible. Don't see anything that sticks out. Let's move on. Self-preservation versus curiosity, conflict unresolved, desirous of knowing what purpose chamber serves. The chamber head is lined with glowing green cylinders, each pulsing with power. The air is thick and greasy, and arcs of static electricity leap from the cohort's extremities as they approach. This chamber is almost certainly extremely dangerous, but it is the only way forward. Try to understand the purpose of this Necron technology. Bad idea. I don't think that'll be a good one here. Attempt to shut down the strange Necron devices. That'll almost certainly result in something. Move through the chamber with extreme caution, carefully moderating the energy levels. Shutdown will might reduce awakening, but possibly damage me? Let's try it. Quick thinking, Magos. When problem exists equal true. Correct application of tech lore equal always successful. But does it? It did the opposite. It increased the awakening. I'm not doing good on that. We'll live though. But we earned some more Blackstone. Pays off in some ways, because right now Blackstone is something I need as much as I can get. Because I have to do leveling up of characters, I need more. The cohort removes the casing at the base of one of the glowing cylinders. The harmful radiation leaks out as perhaps to be expected, but by severing the exposed circuits, the devices are shut down long enough to move through the chamber without suffering further harm. Okay, so probably slow and steady would have... I don't know. Wonder what... One of them will have hurt me for sure. Alright, looks like we're in the final chamber now. This will almost certainly be a combat. I stay of missions that don't have at least one combat. Necrons reanimate one turn faster. Lovely. There we go. I love that screen with the Necrons forming out of Binaric. Hi, guys. Kill all enemies. Yes. We should do that, shouldn't we? Alright. This looks like there's going to be another area where land will come up here. Maybe not, but it kind of looks like it to me. No, wait. That or here? Here, yeah. Okay, I see a glowy thing down there. So, probably this area will rise up. That area rose up. There might be something else that rises up over here, but it's a little iffy now that I look at it and see the way this is laid out. Nope, that's definitely a bridge there. Okay, don't see a bridge there, so yeah. The enemies will form up behind us. Got it. But I probably need to deal with these two first. You go here, and I'll put a servitor here. Just one servitor. I want to get a head start on my enemy here a bit. And let's start the battle. The downside is, I really wish I had better weaponry for this whole situation. Alright. If I go here with you, then shoot you. Okay, it's well physically armored. Great, that's not good in a lot of ways, but I can still do some damage. And if I move here, I'll grab that cognition, which should refill my fly for the next tech priest. This costs 1 cognition to use my melee attack. Lovely, good to know. Oh, I need to move 1 step closer. Melee! Smash him. 3 damage, okay. Did something at least. And lastly, let's check your stats while we're at it. No armor, but a lot of hit points. Okay, we can work with that. Your turn is over. Enter. Okay, I have you go here. You can shoot him, probably knock him out. Yeah. Now you can go here and engage in melee. It'll take a hit, but it's better than not doing any damage this round. Ooh, that looks important. I need to get over to that terminal before the end of this mission. If I remember right, terminals, if you go over and scan them, then you gain Blackstone. And then if you destroy them, you lower Awakening. So, worth it. And just gonna grab that cognition there, for the sake of grabbing it. And turn. Alright. You are going to head... You're not going to be much use there, so you go head this way to get ready to intercept there. And those guys come. When an enemy moves out of melee range, provided you view it as a melee weapon, the enemy will trigger an opportunity attack. An opportunity attack gives your unit a free melee attack on an enemy. Each unit can only perform 1 opportunity attack per round. Make sense? Ooh, I almost took it out. Well, it'll guarantee I can take it out next turn. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. New round, Awakening went up 1. Alright. Let me just pop a servitor in here. And another servitor in here. Yeah. And we're done. My guy here, I equipped him with ability so that he will gain a cognition point at the start of the turn if we don't have it. So, that was the ability I gave him, leveling him up. Alright, you are going to use some of those cognition points to make for that pedestal. I'm going to leave the servitor to kill that. I'll take that risk of it not being able to. Yes, give me the black stone. Now, smash it. Durable. Awakening down by 2. Nice, okay. Well, that's not as much as I was hoping you would go down, but you know what? It's better than nothing. You are going to end your turn like that. Of course, it's that servitor, and not the one that's going to hit that before it gets up. You know what? I can make this work, actually. Hit that one. Knocked it down. Good. Cognition gained. Wait, that was it? What about the other pedestal? Maybe if I had waited longer, it would have come up? It really looked like there was another pedestal there that was going to come up. With how that map was laid out. Oh well, shouldn't complain. Circumstances evaluation confirmed disappointing. Necrons employ teleportation technology to achieve post-destruction discorporation. Interrogative. Where do the remains go? Fascination intensifies. Upon destruction, the Necron constructs vanish, leaving no samples to be collected. Thoroughly search the chamber for any components that might have been missed by the teleportation effect. Could be worth it. Take picked grabs of the damage from the Necron weapons. At least this information may be of use. Potential. Move on, hoping the next combat will yield usable samples. Yeah, let's see if there's anything got left behind. Ooh. The cohort is slowed down by the search, giving the enemy the chance to respond to their location. Yeah, awakening map 1. Blah, blah, blah. However, they uncover several samples of technology of uncertain purpose that might contain viable materials. Festus Mechadendrite. Single target melee attack. Knocks back the target by 1 tile. Extremely useful. Deals 1 physical damage. Also useful. It doesn't use any power, it looks like, but it does have a 1-turn cooldown. An aggressively willed Mechadendrite which will lash out and search for any target that doesn't log as an ally in its local cogitator. Modifications to the Infestus were required to compensate for Necron flayed ones as their human flesh-covered shells interfered with target locking. Yeah, there are some Necrons that went really loopy and tried to get back to their original non-robotic form by wearing other people. It's as disgusting as that sounds. The cohort returns from the tomb, frustrated by the lack of physical samples of Necron constructs. However, the data they have gathered on the phasing out of Necron remains is illuminating in itself. Valuable data present, greater than past. Totality of human knowledge increased. Mission conclusion, positive. I cannot say I support your conclusion, Scaevola. Beneficial conclusion itemization follows. Necron discorporation witnessed. Enemy constructs destroyed. Less than, greater than 0. Necron combat performance evaluated. Chances of functioning Necron available for dissection increased. My emotional cores are returning sensations of frustration and resentment, and I choose to acknowledge them. The lives of my tech priests are not there to be risked for the fulfillment of your desires, Tech Inquisitor. They are there to be risked for the acquisition of intelligence/learning/sacred knowledge. Your understanding equals approvable. Okay, so I lose some Darkstone because of the damage to my Tech Priest, it looks like. I gained some for the number of Necron slain. And I gained some from completing the mission and whatnot. So, and we did get our mission objectives unlocked, plus that. Downside is, Awakening did go up by 3% out of 100, so we're off to a bit of a quick start. Battle time. Fairly quick battle. Mouse clicks. I love how they tell you how many times you clicked on things, distance traveled, rooms explored, turns played, attacks, damage dealt, damage taken, units lost. There you go. New canticle unlocked. Complete one mission without using a canticle, 1 of 1. I believe there's a second and a third level of it. So probably like 3 missions without using a canticle, and then 5 missions would be like, if I remember right. The next physical attack will deal +3 physical damage. Though they fire and cowl from us, the unrighteous shall find no way beyond our range. Very useful. Second level would do a +6, and then third level would do a +9. So very helpful, and I believe you can take multiple levels on a mission, so they use different canticles to do various things. Cohort. I need to re-equip everyone now. Alright. Because with this, I now have enough to upgrade. Let's see here. You were here. Ooh, let's continue along the line of Scaevola for him, because I really want this command fire ability. All troops in range attack selected target. That is a phenomenal ability if you can gang up on an enemy, especially like a boss. Alright. Let's see if I give him that. +2 hit points, and +1 energy armor. +3 hit points, +1 movement. Useful. +4 hit points, or +2 hit points to add critical chance. Augment required. It does require an augment to obey these. Choices. The bonus movement would be really useful in some cases, plus extra hit points. But 1 energy armor. A bonus to energy armor would also be very nice. I think... yeah, I want the armor. Alright, level you up. Okay. Let's unplug that. Can we plug this in now? I think we can. Where do I want that? Now. I want this. Alright. Next one. Let's upgrade you. You're taking the Lex Mechanic path, which does a lot with cognition points. Collect all cognition points from one source using your servo skull. Very helpful. The Secutor has the servo skull it can also use it to deal damage, if I remember right. Right. Collect all cognition points from one source. Very helpful. Yeah, definitely want to go for that. 1 cognition point gained on killing a target, or +1 bonus that I get like 2 for some. Scanners have less cooldown, and overcharged condition active. Fill the cognition gauge passive. Collect 1 cognition when hit by an enemy. Yeah, I feel like you should always have 1 Lex mechanic just for the cognition manipulation, because that allows you to do so many things. Ooh, bonuses to each armor. +2 movement though. Let's go with armor. Oops, I didn't equip that the last guy. I forgot about that. So yeah, you just equip that right here, and augmentation capacity, I think it's at full use right now. But having that bonus armor, I think, will be worth it. You. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep you with that. Just because it would be better than having that right now. The extra armor and the hit points would be nice, but the damage output I think is better. Just because it's the logic of the enemy can't damage you if they're already dead. Sometimes a good defense is just better offense. That goes there, that goes there. That said, I actually may want to reverse this somewhat. No. No, I'll keep it as is, but I think in the future I'll want to give this one the gun, the bigger gun, because of their ability to gain cognition better. It's more likely they'll be able to use it more effectively. We'll see how it goes. So that's all set. We've completed our next mission and unlocked some new things. Yeah, here's the canticle spread of things. Yeah, canticle of the craft. So, oh, level 2, I just need to complete one more mission without using one. And, okay, so it's even easier to unlock this, I thought. I definitely want to go for it, though, because having an ability to just go... The class, if you played Warhammer Rogue Trader with the Abelard beam of Abelard, crush his nuts. Yeah, just be able to smack someone really hard. There's something to go for that as an ability. And complete missions in general just improves that one. Sick. Use canticles. I have to use a lot of them, but that will the next energy attack. So this will be the easiest to unlock, and it'll probably do me the most good right now. Because then I'll worry about using canticles. Or oh, I know why there's more of them. Because you can use more than one per mission. Easy. Kill bosses. Shame that doesn't count for the tutorial boss. Scan Necrons. Okay, so I need to scan more of them. Next to attacks will ignore all armor. That could be extremely useful. Like, any of these canticles can be really helpful. Some of them... And there's a mystery one that has to do with secret missions. Oh man, there's so many things here. Taming the machine spirits. Okay, I have to get more machine spirit activations. This is another one of those abilities that is extremely useful, especially once you get to levels where you can hold more cognition points at once. The blessings of the Omnissiah. Collect cognition points. You're going to do that no matter what you do. It's going to get unlocked eventually. Alright, let's take a look at what our next missions are. So we still got this one from this guy. And what's yours? The works of the enemy. Scanner. Extract one cognition point directly from a target. I don't feel like that one's really worth it most of the time. But the cognition gauge max size increase is extremely worth it. Blackstone. Ooh, we rode right into flayed ones. So they're melee combat. Necron warriors and Necron destroyers. So we'll definitely go right into some stronger enemies here. If we do that. So it says it's easy still, but this game's ratings on easy and difficult sometimes get a little iffy. I'll use that one as one of my base saves. Between missions, got it. Okay. So I've kind of grown up, I think, on where we're at, what we're doing, how some of this works. I've got to do so much better on the Awakening, but it's so tempting to just look into places and get things. And chances are, if I want to do every mission in the game, I'll probably have to play more than once. Just to do a playthrough doing one focus, and then... Actually, yeah, you really do have to, because you can't get all the missions from these two, because one, after a while, one of them will cut off the other. So yeah, you at least have to play the game twice, I would say. And potentially more for some of the endings. I'm not sure. Anyway, this will be a good spot to end this episode, I think. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh, I love how that does the shoreline stuff as I go into there. Does it look different from the other coloration? Oh, it does. That's cool. Yeah, I love these little details they've made into this game. Just so much everything. But yeah, I hope you are enjoying watching this game as much as me. This game's got so much to it. Hit like, hit subscribe to keep up with new releases. I think I already said that. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.